this building, I experienced a lot of paranormal activity when it comes to shadow beings, poltergeist activity, and I'll save you guys the last. But in this building where I live is very old. I think it's built in the 60s or 70s. Let's say 60, and a lot of people die here. And to be honest, there's a lot of elderly here, and a lot of them get heart attacks because we always get like ambulance over here on the daily. So I'm not surprised someone died here. But all the experience happened every time at 3 a.m. in the morning, which is the witching hours. That's what my parents tell me. If you're Latino, they'll tell you the same thing. If you stay up at 3 a.m. and play stuff, you'll see stuff. You'll be warned, okay? The thing is, the first experience was when there's a hallway here. I actually caught a shadow being, literally just, boom, like literally just walking all over the place twice. And that was the last time I saw them. It really wasn't that scary. The second one was, again, it was 3 a.m. in the morning. I was playing computer games, right? Until 3 a.m. And I don't know, because I had a desk lamp, and for some reason it's like someone hold it from the middle of the lamp that I had on the desk, levitated and started shaking like this. I started laughing because I was like, dude, at this point they're trying to scare me. That didn't work. Because to be honest, I was shocked that happened to me in my freaking face, because it was right in front of me. Okay. The third one is really scary though, because I remember it was 3 a.m. and I used to sleep right next to the mirror. And you know, these old apartment buildings, they have these mirror closets. I had my bed over there. I used to sleep in the floor, actually, right next to it. And everyone says, like, don't sleep right next to mirrors because they're literally portal to a different world. That's these stories, right? I don't know where I'm in the floor trying to go to sleep, right? And I start hearing this freaking dog growl in my room. And I'm like, we don't even have dogs. That's the crazy part. I start hearing it start growling and getting louder and louder and louder. And at that point I was like, dude, I think there's a hellhound or something like that. I thought it was a demon. I swear. So I started praying. The thing is, I stopped going to church long time ago when I was a kid. And that time. And I didn't know the prayers, so I started praying whatever I could. Like I try to remember the prayers, but I only know a little bit of them. And it took 30 minutes to like calm down, because to be honest, that was the most scariest thing I ever experienced in my life. And I passed out. Everything went back to normal, right? But the most weirdest ones is where. This is where I used to take like little power naps during the day. And I remember I took a quick power nap. I had my headphones on. At that time I had the Apple ones, right? And I always wear them on to go to sleep, right? I always hear podcasts. And I don't know where I passed out. The thing was, my dream was so real, because I was dreaming that I was in the same exact room that I was sleeping. And for some reason, I felt like someone was holding me down, like someone's on top of me, right? And I tried to move around because at that point, like, my headphones were burning up. They were heating up and they started to hurt. So I was trying to grab them, but for some reason, someone's holding me back. So I'm like resisting, and I don't know where, like, it took so much strength where the point where I was able to flick them off from my ear. They landed on my chest and I felt the damn heat on my chest. And then that's where my arms locked like this, boom, like the Wakanda Black Panther, right? And I'm like struggling, like, ugh, like that, right? I don't know where I started levitating, right? I'm laying down levitating, and then from there, I flew forward to the wall. And once I hit that wall, boom, I woke up. I started breathing really hard. I was like, I'm looking around, and the first thing I checked was my damn freaking my headphones, right? Because they're heating up. Guess what happened? They were not heating up. They were normal. The temperature was normal, and they were still on. And I remember that time that I flicked them off, but they were still on. And I'm like, dude, that's the craziest sleep paralysis moment I ever had in my life, and I have multiple ones, but that was the weirdest one because it felt like I was awake, like I was conscious, but I wasn't, dude. It was a freaking dream. But those are the weirdest things that ever happened here in this apartment that I live in, you know. And I bet you there's more stuff because there's some weird ass people out here too, man. That's the only downside about living in apartments, man. There's a lot of weird ass people. Trust.